Lot of questions in one question. We'll handle the one question. So, unfortunately, I have not had the time and means to see more of Assam. I've been thinking about it, that I want to motorcycle across northeast, but I don't know, there are some issues and problems there. We will see in the next few months, maybe in the coming year, we may do that. Right now, I've just been from hotel room to conference halls and back and forth and back and forth. Well, Assamese people have been absolutely fantastic with me. The tradition of Tantra, temples and stuff. See, it's not today, even at the time of Mahabharat, which is 5 millennia ago, even then they're talking about this region as a tantric kind of possibility. I don't know how much of it is really alive, because nowhere in the world is it really alive as it used to be. But at the same time, India is one place where it is still more alive than anywhere else. For example, you're seeing the Kumbh Mela, the kind of people that you're seeing there, they're not visible for 12 years. Suddenly once in 12 years, they all appear as if they came from nowhere. No, they're all part of this country always. So there must be lots of people. I have not traveled and met people. Tomorrow I am visiting two of your temples to just see what is there and what they have done, because this is my perception that if I go to some place, I see what type of work has happened there in the past. It doesn't matter how long ago. If energetically something has happened, I figure it out. So I want to see what kind of work has been done and see if there is a revival process. But many of these processes may not fit into 21st century society, because in this culture we did not look at right and wrong. We were like scientists. See, right now scientists will take a monkey into the laboratory and rip it apart, which is not socially acceptable. But we are allowing it to happen because it produces some benefits for us, medical benefits or whatever else. But the millions of monkeys and rats and other things that are killed, not all of them are going to produce something, but we're killing that many every year, millions of animals, just in experimentation. So, Tantra means… the word Tantra literally means, in a way, it's technology. It is not a religion, it is not a belief system, it's not a philosophy. It is a religion. I mean, it's a technology, it's a method. The word Tantra literally means technique or technology. So the technology may involve so many things which may not be socially acceptable. So naturally they would have gotten phased out at different times in history. Today what is relevant, the effects of that, the benefits of that are always relevant. How you do it has to change with times. So I'm sure we can change it to modern times as it is necessary and still make it relevant. It need not be how it was done in the past. So let us see. I'm not very knowledgeable about it, but I would like to see. Well, as I think yesterday I spoke about this anyway. Post-independence after 1947, Assam and a few other states here did not start developing at the same pace as the rest of the country or the other states, because certain things were not settled, whatever. These are hiccups in making of a new nation. This is not to blame anybody. At that time, with what they knew and what they could do, the means that they had, that's all they could do. And certain fundamentals didn't settle well, it took some time. So I think we've reached a point in the last 5–10 years' time that there'll be no looking back for Assam. But it's my wish that Assam doesn't become purely industrial. With the kind of natural beauty you have, I hope it'll be more tourism industry and maybe electronics and stuff like that, but not heavy industry. I have also spoken about that to the concerned authorities. I think it's also in their mind that they don't want to go for mining and big industries which will destroy the natural beauty and the resource that it is there. I think that is there in the federal government also. I have spoken about this there also. So, developing this part of the country as a… if you do the right things, it could be a massive attraction to the world. That a place like this and the kind of wildlife you have is the only place we have the rhinos in the country, and also other wildlife, everything is here. So this could become a very great attraction. An industry, if you have to do, we should do things like electronics, data centers and other things which doesn't take too much of the land and resources. I think that's the way forward, and also using the culture as a valuable trade material is also important. The crafts, arts, lifestyles. Lifestyle itself can be sold. People would like to come and live in a village and experience. It's just that we have to educate both the sides so that frictions don't happen. So if certain amount of effort is taken, the different tribes are there. I think there are over 200 tribes, if I'm correct. So lots of tribes with distinct ways of living. It could be an experiential process. 1 week you live with this tribe, next week with that tribe, and experience how in the same region, how many varieties of lives, languages, lifestyles, languages, religions, forms of worship, and many other aspects of civilization, how individually they developed in the same, not so far away places, but still they maintain their individuality for thousands of years. This could be a very interesting tourism thing, but it'll take some work of educating people, being accommodative to the tourists who come from outside, and also educating the tourists so that they don't trample upon the local, whatever is precious and sacred to people. There's an enormous opportunity, I'm sure it's being explored. First thing is infrastructure. So infrastructure is beginning to happen very much. Well, you saw in G20, this is the first time ever in a group of international nations, in the Committee of Nations, that to the top 20 nations, never such words have been spoken. India's byline for G20 was one earth, one family, one future. The way we are empowered with technology today, both positive and destructive technologies that we have, if the whole world doesn't look for one future, there will be no future. That's how powerful we become. If you and me are against each other and both of us are fully bombed up, only you won't die or I won't die. Everybody will die along with us, isn't it? So when we have this kind of empowerment, this is very vital. This is the very first time that India introduced this. It is one earth, one family, one future. And for this we did another very significant thing. These are the top 20 economic powers in the world. Exclusive club, they meet and they talk their own interests. But we brought in the African nations and made it G21. Africa is a continent with over 40+ nations, but we brought this as one nation and put African Union as a part of G21, which is a very significant step. This is what is world peace about. World peace will not happen because we are talking about it. Peace will happen when you and me, in terms of our economics, we're reasonably equal. If you are down there and I am up there, someday something will go bad, isn't it? Somewhere reasonably we are at the same pitch, then there shall be peace. Even within a single country also, in some way we are reasonable, parity is there, economic, then some peace will be there. If there is no economic parity at all, if there are two different worlds, how long will it last? Something will go wrong, isn't it? We're definitely playing a significant role in that direction. We've managed to navigate through very dicey international or global geopolitical situations that no nation has managed, that both with the West and the Russians and the Chinese we are managing business, relationships, everything. No other nation has really… large nation has managed this. You are either at this side or that side. We've managed this pretty well. This is world peace.
This is the last question, sorry. अन्नपूर्णा काव घी देश के हर एक खाने को लजीज बनाता है।